Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. LaScala. I'm art teacher in Willingboro's ECDC schools. Thank you for joining us on this asynchronous learning day. If you're watching this, it's because bad internet connection. I have meetings. I have things to do where I'm sick, possibly. You're not able to get to me, which is okay. We're on YouTube as a platform, and that's totally fine because you're able to rewind, fast forward, and pause any parts you would like to. You don't even have to watch it during class. Sometimes you can watch this after school or even over the weekends and do it with someone that you live with. We are going to be reading a book. I'm going to read a book. We're going to have a 5-minute screen break. We're going to play a game of Pictionary. We're going to take our second 5-minute screen break. And then we're going to be drawing together step by step using shapes and lines that we already know. We are going to be making a freedom lantern. It's basically a lantern, a hurricane lantern to be more specific, but it represents freedom because it is Black History Month. I am going to tap on one of my inspirations, Harriet Tubman, which will bring us right into the book. This is a biography. All right. Remember, we've read a biography before, and a biography is a book about a real life person, and it's all factual. So that's really interesting to know when we're going through this book about Harriet Tubman's life. This is called Little People, Big Dreams, Harriet Tubman, written by Ma Isabel Sanchez Vengrar, illustrated by Phil Aguardo. Little People, Big Dreams, Harriet Tubman. Minty was a little girl who was born into slavery in Maryland. She was owned by a white master and forced to work for them from dawn to dusk. At night, when her family slept, she wished to be free. But freedom was a faraway dream for Minty and many other African Americans living in the South. Slave owners were allowed to sell people as if they were property. And one day, Minty's owners sold 3 of her sisters. Minty and her parents wondered if they would ever see them again. Every other day, Minty was beaten by her masters, but she was always ready to stand up for herself and others. One morning, while protecting a slave who was trying to escape his overseer, she was hit on the head. It looks like she was hit on the head with a weight. That's called a measuring weight, and that is very, very heavy. For Minty, that blow was a sign that marked her destiny. She was now more determined than ever to take her people to the northern states, where slavery no longer existed. So, one night, she said goodbye to her family and started a long journey north to Philadelphia, guided by the North Star. Minty changed her name to Harriet so she couldn't be traced. When Harriet finally reached Philadelphia, she joined the Underground Railroad, a secret network of safe houses and people who were against slavery. They helped enslaved men and women reach safety in the free states and Canada. Thanks to them, Harriet soon traveled to the South again. She went back for her brothers and sisters and as many slaves as needed her help. Okay, see there? We're going to try to make that right there. That's our lantern. For 11 years, Harriet repeated the same trip again and again, guiding hundreds of people to the safety of the northern states. She called them her passengers, and she never lost a single one. After years of problems between the northern and southern states, a civil war broke out. Harriet signed up to help as a cook, but she soon became a nurse and even a spy, too. On a mission to rescue 700 slaves, Harriet led 3 steamboats along rivers full of explosives. She became a hero, and everybody called her Moses, after the Bible story. Eventually, the war came to an end, and there was a great celebration. Slavery was finally over, and millions of people were free for the first time in their lives. But Harriet's work was not finished. Unequal rules for African Americans carried on long after slavery was over. She took to the stage to demand her rights. Because little Harriet knew that you have to use all of your strength to stand up for yourself, so that you can stand up for others too. The end. All right. Did you enjoy that biography? It was very informative. Some of the things in there need to be touched up on. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Do you remember her name as a child? Okay. Was it Basil? Was it Minty? Yes, it was. It was Minty when she was a child. How about this? She changed her name when she left. She wanted to stay as invisible as possible, so she changed her name personally. What did she change her name to? Do you think you know? Maybe? Was it Harry? Was it Harriet? Very nice. Let me see that thumbs up. Very good. And the last nickname that she acquired, she got this after she rescued a lot of slaves, brought them on steamships. What was her nickname? Eve? How about Moses? Very nice. There's a Bible story that involves Moses parting the sea and helping an enslaved people escape. So kind of fitting to call her Moses. All right. I want us to take our 5-minute screen break right now. You can get up and away from the screen for a moment. You can do your finger exercises. You can have a sip of water. Please don't leave the room without telling an adult. And if you're stuck in your chair, sometimes we have to stay in our seats. Move the computer over a little bit. We want to take this as an opportunity to not be in front of the screen at all moments of the day. So there we have our timer. Let me move that over a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice short break there. We're going to have another one in a little bit after we play a game. I'm going to be playing a game of Pictionary. If you remember from the other week, it's a guessing game. I'm going to draw a picture. You're going to guess as to what it is. I'm going to stop from time to time to see whether you think you might know what it is. If you think you know what it is, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. That means yes. Give me a thumb to the side. I mean, maybe, or I'm not sure, or I don't know. And that means definitely not. I have no idea what that is. That also means no. All right. First, let me get my piece of paper ready. I'm going to hold my paper in this direction. Okay, what kind of direction is that? Okay. If you said it was landscape, give me a thumbs up. If you said it was horizontal, give me another thumbs up. If you knew it was both and you said both, give me a double thumbs up and wink. All right. So I like to call it horizontal, but it's totally acceptable to call this landscape. All right. So it's going to start now. See if you can guess as to what I am drawing. Think you know what it is? No. I think some of you might have it. Very good, everybody. All right. Now this right here is a kind of a steamboat. This is a steamship that would have been used on the river. Okay? This is the kind that would have been used in a military operation to rescue over 300 slaves. This is similar to the one that would be taken by Harriet Moses Tubman. All right? Let me show you the picture in the book. They're off by a few years, 30 years or so. And the ship that they're depicting is like an ocean liner. These would not be the ships that Harriet Tubman would command. Okay, they had to go up a sharp river and they had to go through minefields. And let's see if I could find it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, these are ocean liner steamships. Okay, these were definitely not the ships used to save all the slaves during the Civil War. Towards the end of the Civil War, you would have used ships that could go upriver, highly maneuverable, like this. All right? I'm going to help color it in while I tell you a little bit more about this. I'm going to cover the ship bottom like wood. All right? There's a paddle wheel right here that's steam operated. All right? That would have been used to go into dangerous rivers. And Harriet Tubman was a master spy. She dressed even in men's clothing so she can gain information about where the mines were in the river so she could set all the slaves on a single plantation free. She saved about 300 slaves, which is amazing. I think she left behind only one boy who refused to go. All right. But it was a Confederate general's slaves. So she liberated them by dressing up as a man, gaining intelligence like a master spy, and finding out how to navigate the waters for 3 steamships like this to get through enemy lines behind enemy lines. Now, this is very important to me in a way because I've researched this a lot, and there's only 3 women in history to have made a military maneuver during wartime, specifically. Maybe 4. Okay, to lead an army though, or to lead a command to charge, to utilize the military and rally forces. There was Queen Boudica in England. This was Gaelic warrior queen. There was in France. There was Joan of Arc, who fought against the British. And there is our friend Harriet Tubman, who led 3 steamboats behind enemy lines to rescue over 300 slaves, around 300 slaves. Amazing. Entire length of history, there's only 3 leader women. There is also a contingency I put in there. In World War II, there was a female fighting group. They were pilots flying for the Russians. Okay, the Russians would bomb the Germans in the middle of the night using propeller prop engine planes. Okay, so there is that also. I'm sure there was a leader of that group. There were only about 5 women, and they would scare the Germans in the middle of the night. Okay. I hope you had an enjoyable time guessing that. If you knew that was a steamboat, let me see that thumbs up. All right. If you want to draw your own, feel free. Don't forget to color the water in blue. It was up the lakes, up a river, so it would be a nice blue color. That being said, it is time for our second and final 5-minute break. I'm going to set my audio-visual timer and put up my cue card. Bump card, there you are. When I record, it's on a different aspect ratio, so I have a hard time placing these. There we have it. All right, screen break. Go ahead, get up, stretch, sip of water, bathroom break. Don't leave without telling an adult. You could even play with a manipulative. That's another word for a toy. And as you can see, I've got my toy mouse here with me. I'm going to play with that while we're on our break. Try to get away from the monitor. I'll see you in less than 5 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good second break. Now, we're going to draw together, so I'd like you to get a paper and pencil and crayons together. I'm going to use a black crayon so you can see what I'm drawing. You're going to want a flat surface to work on so you can see what I'm up to. So right next to the computer, if you're on your kitchen table, that's perfect. Coffee table will work, an end table will be fine. And if you're on a couch or a sofa or a love seat or on a day bed or a futon, the best thing to do is have something strong underneath it, like a hardcover book, or what I'm going to use, clipboard. You can use copy paper like I am. I don't mind notebook paper. You can use composition paper like notebook inside of that. That would be fine. You can use a pencil if you want to erase. All right. Or if you think you can do it, you use a dark crayon and draw along with me. Turn a mistake into a masterpiece. Remember, doesn't matter exactly what it looks like as long as you're trying to do it on your own. Parents, teachers, and adults just want you to give it your best shot. And if you think about it, in museums everywhere around the world, multi-million-dollar pieces of artwork, they are in the museum because they are not perfect. Think about that one. It's true. All right. So we are going to draw a Liberty lantern. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the cover. We're going to draw a lantern very much like this right here. All right. Let's see. Maybe I could put it off to the side. Maybe I don't have enough room to. No, not quite. So we're just going to do this step by step using shapes that we know already. And we're going to hold our paper this direction. What do we call this? We call it, if you said vertical, give me that thumbs up. All right. So the first thing we're going to do for our Hurricane Light Freedom Lantern is we're going to need an area where the fire is going to go inside. We're going to lightly use a crayon so we can draw our circle. This will be the third week in a row that we've been drawing freehand circles. So you pinch your crayon, as so. You lightly make a circle. In the middle of your picture is fine. A little lower is okay too, right about here. And this time we're going to lightly draw a circle. Okay, see how light that is? It's not even a perfect circle. That's okay. I can fix that as long as I'm light. Okay, a pencil would be perfect for this part. Okay, so it's so light and hard to see. Now we're going to put on the edges of our lantern. We're going to start by going up on the sides here. You're going to put two lines curving up, starting on the side. It'll go like that and that. All right. Now, the top, it's going to have a line going like this around it. It's going to be like a smile. And you do another smile on the top like this. All right. We can put a lid on if you'd like. And we can even put a design in there. And we'll just make some lines. Okay, some ovals, how about? Long, thin, vertical ovals. Like that. Now we can put some lines in up over here. All right, now we get to do the bottom of our lantern. First, let's trace around this circle. Mine's not a perfect circle. I kind of got caught up. That happens. It's okay. Remember, you're drawing your picture, your creation. Have fun with it. It's okay if it's different. Mine is different. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you how you can fix that. Okay, check this out. I'm going to turn my mistake into a masterpiece. I'm going to go over the area that I want it to be. See that? Then I'm going to go up Kind of do a double line like that. All right, kind of looks like a light bulb, right? Now, to make sure it's not a light bulb, we're going to put our lines coming down right about here on both sides. Like that should be fine. And then we're going to draw a smile. See how gradual that is? Then a smile underneath that. All right, you can just draw connecting lines like that. And now we get to draw the inside, which is going to be smile, 2 vertical lines, a smile that matches this smile. We can even do a rhombus now. Check this one out. Diamond on its side. Connect that oval past there. It's like a horizon line, how we do our horizon line. The line will go and then lift up when we get to that rhombus, then go behind it. Now we get to draw fire. You want to see how flame is made? Let's take a look and see what our book looks like. Okay, there's 3 flames popping up, and then there's an orange with 2 flames in the middle. You could start with the small one if you'd like, and you go and start on the wick area. You go like this. Kind of make a letter U. All right, now you go up, then go down, and you go up and down. There's our 2, and now our 3 flames going to go up and around. You start at that wick again. You kind of follow. So if you go nice and high, there's our fire. You can put a 3rd in there, right in the middle if you want. Have fun practicing this one. The best part is the top. Well, the best part is the fire. For the flame part, we're going to put a frown on the top, so it looks like the top of our lantern, our lamp. And you could even put a little handle on there like this. Okay, I'm running out of room there, but that's okay. Pretty nice, right? Now we're going to do the same oval design over here, down here. Mine's a little bigger. It might change. Yours could be smaller. All right. So there we have it. We could even draw the back of this if you want to, like that. Now we get a chance to color it in. First, I'm going to put some lines, crisscrossing lines on the inside. That's called the wick. So we're going to do some diagonal lines and then opposite diagonal lines, which makes kind of like a tic-tac-toe board. All right, we're going to color this in. Since we have our black crayon already, I would suggest using the back side of it lightly, holding about halfway up, like a duck face, like a duck's beak. And we're going to color around the ovals, just like this. Okay, don't color the lighted area. Don't color that area in at all. If you want to, you can color this in using that black color or gray. Do the bottom part. But you want to keep it as light as possible, just because you don't want to burn through your black crayon. I certainly don't. All right. It's okay if you go over your ovals as I did accidentally, because I'm coloring with the back of my crayon. It gets really tough to do detailed coloring. But I'm going to fix that using my yellow crayon. Okay, I'm going to color the insides of those ovals yellow. The top ones as well as the bottom, I just did. Since I have yellow out, I can color it all in yellow around here. So it looks like it's lit up and bright. I'm going to also color the inside flame, the second flame I did yellow. I'm going to use orange for the outside of the flame. And you can even use red for the first flame right in, well, I guess it's the third flame, the one inside, all of it. And there's your freedom lantern. I hope you had fun making it with me. We could even add our name to the bottom when we're finished. I like it as far away as possible and as small as you can. Because I am going to be cropping these, editing them, and putting them online, I have to cut your name out. So, as far away from the picture as possible. Okay, if you put your name right here, I'm going to cut out most of your freedom lantern, and we don't want to do that. So make sure you put your name as small as you can to the bottom corner. Either side corner is fine. Even in the middle, if you're really tiny, pencil works best for that. All right. Remember, when using a pencil and using the eraser, you're going to erase and slowly bring it off with your hand, and there you have it. If you'd like to cut this out, that's up to the adult that you're with. If you have scissors, I'd like you to use the safety scissors, all right? And remember the safety scissor song, all right? I'll sing it with you. I'm going to put this down for now. Scissors are for cutting paper. 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 Your turn. Scissors are for cutting paper. I can hear you. Scissors are for cutting paper. I can't see you. Scissors are for cutting paper. Try to wink. Scissors are for cutting paper. Relax. Now, I want you to make sure that you have an adult if you're going to use scissors. If you're going to walk with scissors, you hold the metal part. Okay, and walk with them. But the best place for them is in your craft or your crayon box, even your pencil box. This way, you just have to sit down, open it up, and voila, you will have your scissors ready to go. All right, you really shouldn't be walking around with scissors at all if you remember to keep it in with your art supplies. All right. I hope you had a great and wonderful time with me. Have a great and wonderful week. Students, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. I hope you had fun. And adults, I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a wonderful week. Keep creating, everyone. Bye-bye.